Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, second day of August. Rich here at a couple of minutes after 4 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday was one of those days where some towns, according to Doppler radar, had more than 4 inches of rain, and yet the airport only had 0.3 of an inch of rain. That's a big difference from, again, it's very uneven in the summertime. And get this, the Montgomery Airport yesterday on the first day of August only had a high of 79 degrees. That's absolutely amazing. Well, today the stage is set for more of the same. Some towns will get a lot of rain. Some towns not quite as much, but things are about to change in the upper atmosphere as one of those big highs start to build in our direction. So over the weekend, we'll talk about the trend of fewer storms and how would you like to go back to the 90s again? No? Let's walk you through the forecast. Here we go. On the map once again this morning, that front is just to the west of us, and we're on the wet side of it. So deja vu, here we go again. Plus that trough of low pressure, the deep trough just to the west of us, will funnel into moisture. So another situation where some towns are going to get really wet today. And already in the middle of the night here, as I make this, you can see the rain coming out of Florida that's going to be spreading into south and southeast Alabama. And there's future radar. You can see that really it looks like the eastern half of the state sees more rain than the western half of the state. Tonight, the front starts to wash out a bit, but I think there'll still be a good number of showers around through tomorrow. Showers and storms, I've got the rain chances at 70% today. Some towns will get more than others. 82 the high today. That would be nice after yesterday's 79, huh? Friday, we're looking at widespread showers and storms again. I think the rain chances are decent, and the rainfall totals over the next couple of days could be an additional inch or more in the eastern counties of the state, a little bit more down in South Alabama and down towards the coast, and a little bit less out there in West Alabama. And then by Saturday, the upper level high starts to build in, the trough fades away, and so storms start to thin out in number. There'll still be scattered storms around Saturday, but I think on Sunday the storms become widely scattered and the heat continues to build. And we get pretty hot. I think we're into the low 90s on Saturday. I think we edge into the low to mid 90s by Sunday with widely scattered storms around, and perhaps as warm as the mid 90s by the time we get into Monday and Tuesday of next week. So get ready for some changes. I think storms will be few and far between for a few days, including not only Monday and Tuesday, but in through the middle of next week before we start to get into another pattern, perhaps. 60% chance of showers and storms again tomorrow. That's a decent chance. But notice how I taper the rain chances down. 40% Saturday, 30% Sunday, 20% Monday and Tuesday, with high temperatures edging back into the middle 90s, and lows at night will be in the low to mid 70s. And I noticed the GFS, look how it's got us, in the low 80s today, but notice how the temperatures zoom back up into the mid 90s. It prints 198-degree day. I don't think we're going to get that hot, though. Beach forecast for the beaches from Gulf Shores to Panama City. It's been a terrible time at the beach for the last 3 days, and I think the rain chances are still high tomorrow on Friday, but then they start to taper down a little bit over the upcoming weekend. Highs in the mid to upper 80s and water temperature now at 85. Meanwhile, out in the Atlantic, the Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico, the National Hurricane Center is not identifying any particular system that it's got its eyes on. However, I still continue to watch a few flare-ups east of the islands in the tropical Atlantic, and we'll keep an eye on that. But otherwise, things are pretty quiet for August now in the tropics. I hope your yard gets the rain it needs today, or maybe you've had, frankly, too much rain here in the last few days and you don't need any more, but I would like to see a little bit more at this particular location. We're live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 with Greg, Jay, Emily, and then we interact on TV with CBS 8 and ABC 32. The Alabama News Network at 5:50. Ryan and I talk weather at 6:40 a.m. The entire morning crew on their side and our side interact, and that's a bunch of fun. We were at Baumhauer's last night. That was really cool. And, of course, your forecast whenever you want it across the dial. And, by the way, I'll be back with another video first thing tomorrow morning online by about 4:45 a.m. Have a great day. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.